Okay. In this topic, we will learn about the concept of metrics and alerts that are provided within the Oracle database. It is a very critical component to monitor and identify when a problem comes up. In the introduction to the performance tuning course, I mentioned about statistics that get gathered. The Oracle database constantly gathers statistics about how the database is performing. At a very simple level, for us to understand this concept better, let's say we want to monitor the space usage in a table space, and let's say we have created a table space with 1 GB of space, and I want to monitor how much of it is used, and I would like to get a warning alert when 50% is used, and I would like to get a critical alert when 60% is used. What do we mean by this? The database should keep monitoring the space usage, and whenever 50% of 1 GB, which means whenever the table space becomes 500 MB used, it should give an alert, and whenever it becomes 60% full, it should give a critical alert. And all critical alerts means something that needs an immediate attention of a DBA, while a warning alert is something just to alert the DBA that something is going beyond what you expected it to be. When you want this to happen, there is a page in which you can go and set metrics and set threshold values based on which alerts have to be generated. So there are multiple metrics that you can configure, and you can set thresholds for each one of them depending on your requirement. So this is an example where I'm monitoring the space usage. I could land up having a metric which monitors the number of commits that are happening in the database. I could have a metric that will monitor CPU usage. I can have a metric that monitors what is the average SQL response time. There are enough options available that can configure various metrics which you can manage. And metric basically talks about how is the performance statistic changing. So the SQL response time is a performance metric that can capture how the statistic about SQL response is happening. CPU is a metric that I can configure to see how is the statistic on CPU usage going on. So these are all options available. We will go through the next chapter, which will give us the list of options available to configure metrics and alerts, and we will also have a demonstration to demonstrate by configuring a metric and configuring threshold values for it and seeing how it fires an alert.